We're sharing recipes and ideas and articles and encouraging one another. Oh, we've got somebody coming in. Galaxy Note 5. Okay. Well, welcome whoever just joined us. My sombrero is falling. Okay. And so it's we share ideas and articles. We're encouraging one another, and we're focusing on clean eating. We're doing daily check-ins, meal and snack ideas that we share and get from each other and share with each other, and no excuses. So we're finding that we're enjoying more energy, better sleep, and it's just been an amazing transformation for Steve and I. And really, it's just down to earth eating and learning. So what I suggest is doing it with a friend or a partner. It's worked well for Steve and I to egg each other on and hold each other accountable. There goes my head again. And it's a great motivator. So with that said, I'm going to ask for just a minute, and I'm going to screen share a couple things. Okay, so can everybody see where it says Why Detox?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. So the components of the Shred10 include some new ideas that might be new ideas for some of you. And one of it is a morning detox drink, which includes the apple cider, the lemon, and the 100% cranberry juice. And that recipe, which you'll be finding on the Facebook page for our Shred10, the recipe will be there, but that is a detox drink that we start our morning with before we do anything upon getting up. And it's worked out really well. And then the other thing that we do, I have to take my hand off and go down a little bit here. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not advancing here. Okay, there we go. The other thing that we're following is what was called the 10-day shred, now the Shred10, is that we are eating clean. We're not eating any gluten, dairy, refined sugar, processed foods. We're drinking a lot more water. We're exercising daily, even if it's just a walk. Movement is part of this, and then we're not eating past 6 o'clock. And then we're also eliminating alcohol and caffeine, and we're adding our trio capsules daily, as well as 1 to 2 complete shakes per day. We started out with 1, and you can work your way up to 2. And then we can take a picture before and after, but I didn't do that. But you don't have to do that. You can if you would like to. So let me go on to the next slide here. And this is just an idea of some of the choosing of real foods that you'll be able to look at. And I'm sure we'll have something like this on our Facebook page once we get started. It shares information about ways to eat fruits and vegetables and organic meats and proteins, nuts and seeds, and a lot more great ideas like this, and they will be on our page. And Steve and my favorites, we had 10 days of special meals that we had to fix, and these ended up being my favorites. And some of these were my recipes, and some of them I got as we shared recipes on the Shred, and they just became some of our favorites. And so I wanted to show you a little slide about that. And I will be sharing these again when we start the Shred up again. Okay, so our vanity, our ego, and our self-confidence all want to look and feel better, and that's a great thing. The fat surrounding our internal organs is what makes us ill and shortens our lives. So you can work on all of these with a proven program that's easier than anything else out there, and the foods taste great, and that's wonderful. It's economical, and you will see the results. So when do we start? Well, if you join our Facebook page today, our Facebook group page today of 10-Day Shred Buddies, Healthy Living Revolution, we are going to be starting on Tuesday, November the 29th. So if you join that now, you can start seeing some of the things that Nancy and others will be posting and help get yourself motivated. You can refer to some things as far as getting your shelves stocked and getting them ready for what you're going to need to be having on hand. So let's talk about shredding. Well, when we know when we're going to start, who can join in? Well, this is geared for you and your Facebook friends that are like-minded about health and those that want to get healthy. Also, we are a community of people that are on a one simple step mission. And so you want to invite anyone who may have indicated to you that they're looking for something to help them take the right steps to get on the right track of healthier eating and healthier living. And I think that they'll enjoy this. So one thing that I really am excited about is over time watching these, the Shred, the 10-day Shred, the T30, the One Simple Change, all these names that came about. Our company has been watching, and they saw value and they saw lasting results in this new healthful way. And so they decided to adopt this program through, themselves and promote it. So it's simple, easy to follow. Anyone may participate. Many people are interested in something that works and something that really makes sense. Our company saw that. So you can be watching for details that'll be coming on the Shred10 from our company. And our hashtag is Healthy Living Revolution and hashtag Take Health Back. So let's shred together. And I would like to open this up to questions, but before I do that, I just have a couple things I'd like to share. What's next? Well, tonight, right after this call, Dr. Joseph Canizero is going to be on the Cortese Monday Night Call, and it's going to be hosted by our own Nancy Kropa. 8:30 p.m. you can start calling in. 8:45 is the start time. And the phone number is 641-715-3580. And I cannot see the code because there's a number there. I think it's 505064#. Nancy, is that correct?
That's correct. You might want to repeat that again, Donna, so people can write that down.
Sure I will. The call-in number is 641-715-3580. And the code is 505064#. Use the pound sign too. And that will start tonight after this call, and it will start around 8:45, but you can call in and introduce yourself at 8:30. So Dr. Canizero will be on our call tonight. And then one more thing I would like to share with you is that on Monday, November 7th, our next Monday Zoom call, we're going to have Nikki Bruner sharing on starting your new team member for success and setting up the office. And you can get on the same Zoom number call or the ID code that you used tonight, and you can join us that way, or you can call by phone if you're not at your computer, and that number is 408-638-0968. So I'd like to take a few minutes if someone has questions about what Steve and I have done, or if someone would like to share about what their experience with the Shred has been. I'd love to take some questions and hear some comments.
Donna, maybe we could open it up and stop the screen share so everybody can see everybody. There you go.
Yeah, we can do that.
Great. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
Okay.
Sombrero again.
I got to get your picture, guys.
Oh, I need my hat back on.
Oh yeah, we got to get our hat back on. So has anybody else out there had some experience with Shred and what's worked and what hasn't, and haven't you tried it yet? Tell me about that.
Well, one comment I wanted to make is I've done it a couple times, and one of my friends, it was a couple, and they work late, and so there was no way, like they were commuting at 6 o'clock. And she said, we don't get home at 6. What do we do? And what we talked about was eating whenever they did get home, eating something light. And then I had heard to make sure whatever food you're eating, it's been like 3 hours before you go to bed to sleep. And she's like, oh, that isn't a problem because we're, never in bed before 11. So that helped them because that just felt too restrictive. And I think, that's part of it is we do have those rules that and kind of guidelines, I think is more the word, that we try to stick with. Mm-hmm. But there is some grace. Just
And
as, she's like, I don't know if I can do it because I can't get home by 6.
That's a great point, Luann. There are people that work second shifts and third shifts, and so you're right. Just 3 hours before they go to bed, they have their last smoothie or meal, and it's the same concept. They're just letting their body rest so it can sleep well. You sleep better when you're not full, and digest better.
Yeah.
I have one question.
Sure.
I have a medication, it's baclofen, that I take for spasms for my MS, and it has to be taken with food or milk before bed. So, you know, I take that about 30 minutes before, or 20 minutes before I go to bed. How is that going to impact that?
Well, I think you should stick right with that if that's what you've been told by your doctor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't think it's going to make a big difference, but I think as far as whether you not take it or not, I think you need to follow what your doctor said.
Okay.
Here's the question: does it have to be dairy milk, or could it be like rice stream or almond milk?
I don't think that there's that it has to be dairy milk. You know, I've used coconut milk in the past, so you know, I
That
think
we at least be sticking to the no dairy stuff.
okay, that's a good suggestion. I hadn't
That's
thought of
great. Yeah, a plant milk might be just as effective as the dairy milk.
that.
Great. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, and I've done the shred too. This is Nancy, and Jerry and I've done it. Well, I've done the shred, and Jerry just eats what I eat. So he always loses more weight than I do. Well, although we've been doing this for kind of a reset, a metabolism reset. You know, one of the perks is that you do shred a few pounds as well. Not that we're making any promises or anything, but you know, it feels good just to, you know, eat clean and be clean and kind of get cleaned out. And I do know that, you know, Jerry hasn't always adhered 100%, but he still has been very successful, as well as there's been a few days where I haven't been able to adhere to the shred rules 100%, but still was successful. So kind of got up and dusted myself off and started over again the next morning, and it worked out great. So, you know, I think, and if I share, in all honesty, I tried to give up coffee, and I actually, the week before, I got down to like 1 cup of coffee a day, and then I went to decaf just because I knew I'd get a headache.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, I to be honest, I did continue to drink coffee, but I did drink half decaf and half regular, although it still worked for me anyway. So I'm just kind of bearing my soul here today and telling you what happened.
Well, it's good because we're all going to.
Like the green tea capsules, they generally contain you know, a natural form of caffeine. If that's something that might work for people, because I get caffeine headaches, you know, if I try to go without caffeine. So, and I have noticed when I have taken the green tea capsules that it's not been a problem. So.
That's something to think about for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the other thing, I was talking to a couple of people who couldn't be on the call tonight, and it's helping making an awareness, becoming more aware of what we eat and what our body feels like. And they said they actually had been continuing with the little cranberry cocktail, even after the shred, because they said, well, we just thought that's probably a good thing to do.
Yeah.
But so now they can drink it without choking, because it was kind of shocking when they started. And like even with the coffee, I do a mix when I'm at home of decaf and regular. I just mix it all together.
Yep.
Where it used to be all caffeine. So, I mean, it's like little things trail on, and it's that body awareness that I think even doing this in spurts
Mhm.
helps us.
Okay.
Great. Jim, you're a chiropractor and you know so much about nutrition. That's kind of one of your specialties in your office. So from your perspective, I know you've done the shred before. What kind of experience have you had?
Well, what I noticed was a lot of times I will get like, I want to clear my throat a lot after eating or something. That all went away when I did that shred before. I've got a big sugar, sweet tooth from what I got from my mom. And I finally did not be craving sugar so much. Energy levels went up. Susan noticed similar things. Her energy levels went up. Some joint pains on her was starting to diminish. Wasn't putting as many of the, bad foods in the body. But I had to do like the same thing because I don't get out of the office till 6:30 sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't even get home till like 6:45 or 7. But what we found is the closer we stick to the better it works. But if you have some things that you can't do, like the 6 o'clock thing, or the nighttime, you got to take some milk with a pill or whatever, it still works. It just may not work as well as it would have. So if you fall off, have a bad day, like Nancy said, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go at it again.
Yep.
It works. So I noticed primarily energy and a whole digestive system function improving.
Yeah, Jim, that's a great point. And one thing Steve and I noticed, both of us, we did our blood pressure a couple times a week, and our blood pressures went down, and that was really great. And when you talked about joint pain, it brought another thought to my mind, is my knees didn't bother me as much, and I'm not sure if it's because I was eating clean and or because I was dropping weight. And that was important to me, and I've been able to maintain that, and I'm really happy about that.
Probably both.
Refined sugars are a source of a cause of inflammation in the body. So when you remove, the refined sugars, you're helping, remove some inflammation.
That's a great explanation. I love that. It's great.
I want to tell you a little story about my coffee journey. The first 2 shreds I did without coffee, and then the third shred I had to have a half a cup, and I've stuck with the half a cup, and I don't know if I'll go cold turkey again on the 29th, or if I'll anyway. One thing, when we traveled down from Michigan to Texas here recently, I found that, and I find this every 6 months when we travel. When I stopped at McDonald's and got a coffee there, my joints started aching within half an hour of drinking it. And the only thing I put in it is creamer. Maybe it's the dairy, maybe it's the chemicals in the coffee. But when I drink my organic coffee, my half a cup to a cup, half a cup right now, I don't see that pain. So just
if it's the artificial creamers that they use, that stuff is just nasty stuff.
and mine is soy based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
That's great. One thing that I've loved about this shred is, and I actually started this website, and it just was called the 10-Day Shred Buddies, and I was going to change it. I did add dash 10-Day Shred Buddies, and then a dash, and then Healthy Living Revolution, and that's going to be kind of the new umbrella of which we're going to be, it's going to be all about health education, really, not really about just plus. We're going to be creating a community. And so this, the 10 shred is just going to be a small part of that. And so I went online and I just kind of was playing with the name, and all of a sudden we hit 2,000 likes, and with 2,000, I can no longer change the name. So that's the name.
yeah.
So we have a lot of, it's a very active, there are people that will do a shred in between the ones that I decide that we're going to do. And people are utilizing that Facebook page for amazing recipes, ideas, different shake recipes. Even if you're not doing a shred, people are doing the shakes and different ideas on how to, one of my favorite is using the Juice Plus Complete to make pancakes. It makes delicious pancakes, and there's no flour in it. You're just going to love it. Made with a juice plus vanilla complete, French vanilla. And so there's just so many different recipes. And since we started this, oh my gosh, 6 months ago, I think, we've now hit over 2,000 people. And we have so many amazing recipes. And that, like today, I shared 2 recipes on that site only because they fit the shred parameters and they sounded delicious. And so, so I think it really is an amazing, for me, it's been an amazing place to go and to share some of the great things that I see on Facebook. I can share in there. And also people are sharing personal stories before and afters and different things. So it's been a wonderful way to kind of buddy up with other people that are kind of wanting to do the same thing. And then if you have questions or concerns, you've got a whole community of people, not just me, but a whole community of people that are thinking the same way you are and can answer the questions. It's really been, to me, being a non-healthcare professional, just, you know, an average person, that I just put this together. I mean, it wasn't my idea for this class. I don't want to take, I'm not taking credit for that, but just to put, you know, at first I started with a few people and then it just kind of caught on and word of mouth. And it's been a really, really nice place to go on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And what is the name of the page again?
the name of the page is 10-Day Shred Buddies, and then there's a dash, and then spelled out, it says Healthy Living Revolution.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and all you have to do is like ask to join, and then because it's a private page, nobody else can see it.
Okay.
I have to tell you about it. So if you want to post something private for 2,000 people to see, that's okay. But remember that this is not a page that's open to everyone on Facebook. It's a private page, and only the people that have worked with the shred, that have the same mindset that you do, are participants for that. And I have to okay everybody. So, so it's a safe place.
Okay.
And it's a great support system, I have found.
Yeah.
You know, I can egg somebody on and say, hey, great job, 2 more pounds, wonderful. And then if you have a day that you know, kind of plateaued, well, other people plateau too. And you can just help encourage each other. Stick with it, it's going to work. And it does.
Yeah, you realize that you're not the only one with those challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I find a lot of times that when you hit those plateaus, you hit the plateau on the scale. You don't hit the plateau on the inches. You're still, I find, at least with me, I'm still losing inches. My weight's just sort of plateaued.
You know, I was just waiting to get a turn in there to say that, Roberta. I think that's really interesting. Some people don't really want to lose weight, but they want to tone up. They're maybe going to the gym, whatever. And this is a great way for them to work on their health and reset that metabolism. And so we also recommend that you measure yourself as well as weigh yourself before you get started. So you have, you know, something to start with and something to end with, just to kind of measure your progress in that regard, if that's your goal. Because some people, frankly, they just want to be healthier. They don't care about losing weight or inches. They just want to kind of do a reset. And especially right after Thanksgiving and between Thanksgiving and Christmas, this is a great time.
Yeah.
And then we'll go ahead the first of the year and schedule another shred, like the second week of January. So we'll kind of hit both holidays before and between and after. So it should work out well.
And Nancy, with the shred starting on the 29th and the Facebook page already being up and we're putting new information in there, you can go ahead and get started and start playing with some of the things that you see on there. You don't have to wait till the 29th to get going.
Yeah.
And that's like with me. I'm starting a 10-day shred tomorrow, 1st of November.
Great. I out of the shred, my favorite crock pot recipe is called balsamic chicken. And so I'm making that tomorrow. And instead of making rice, I make cauliflower rice. And so this has become one of my favorite dishes.
Yeah.
And we're not even doing the shreds. So like you said, Luann, it kind of carries into your real life.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Well, Donna, do you want to wrap it up? And then we'll, this has been recorded, by the way, and it'll be posted tomorrow. So you can watch it again, or you can even share it. I know, Bonnie, you've got maybe some people you want to share it with. Bonnie's just getting her business started. And then next Monday, we'll all come together again. Right, Donna?
Okay.
Great. Well, thank you everyone for joining us with your wonderful hats and your Halloween spirit. And if you have any further questions, go to the gal or the guy that invited you on the call tonight, and they can help you get set up with the Shred Facebook page and answer some questions for you. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.